So it doesn't matter which country you're in, but if you look at a note, right, any note, and it says it's decreed here by the Reserve Bank Governor, right, and the Secretary to the Treasury are on the note, on the signature on the note, right. So even though I hold this note, I don't own it. I'm the holder. I'm not the owner of it. The Treasury owns this note. So
I've never read that.
yeah, it's right in your plain face. So when people realise that, oh, that's my money. No, it's not your money. You're holding the money, but you don't own the money.
You're essentially leasing it.
You're leasing the money. So this is the scary part. So you want to buy a house, let's say, right? And you come up, and the bank says you've got to come up with 10%. So you come up with 10%, and you stick it in the bank, right? And then the bank goes, they ring up the Reserve Bank, and they say, look, we need a loan for $1 million. Because Sav's put in $100,000. He wants to get $1 million loan. He's got 10%. He's got to come up with. So you've put in your money. They ring up and they go, they don't have the money. They ring up the Treasury or the Reserve Bank, and they say, look, Sav wants to chuck in a $1 million home. What does he have? Oh, he's given us 10%. And they go, sweet. So what they do is then they lend the bank the other 90%, and they send an IOU to the Treasury saying, can you just print up $900,000.
Interesting.
And they go, bink, and it's not even cash. It's just a book entry. They then send that IOU to the Treasury. They print up the money they just put it on the accounting sheet, and then they give that to the bank, and they say, look, we're going to lend it out to you at, I don't know, 5%, but they're charging you 6.5 or 7%. So they're making 2% on your money, and on the money that they've just been given that's not even theirs, that's just created out of thin air.
And then the Treasury is making the 5%.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's so investment in home loan percentages are also dictated by the Treasury.
Yeah. So when they dictate rates, it's the Reserve Bank of Australia that dictates the rates, which is a part of the Reserve Bank of America. It's all part of the same cartel, really.
The Federal Reserve.
It's all privately owned. So when the government say, oh, we can control rates, they can't control rates any more than you and I can control the tide. It's got nothing to do with the government. It's what the private entity and the World Reserve Banks set the interest rates at.